today I just want to make a short video to show you how to stitch onto toweling. So first of all, you will hook one layer of stabilizer of your choice. I prefer to use cutaway as I need it to be quite sturdy. And I'm going to place my toweling directly into the hoop, just floating it on top. You can use a little bit of 505 spray if you wish to, but I don't really feel it's necessary. The towel doesn't shift. And then I'm going to place my water-soluble Vilene on top. I'm now going to place my hoop under my machine, and I'm skipping the first two steps of the files that you will receive. The first two steps, one is just a placement step. So if you are unsure where the fabric needs to be placed, then by all means stitch the first step. The second step is only to remove batting, should you use batting for different purposes, for making a quilt, for example. But as we are not using batting, I'm just skipping those steps. So I just went straight to where the outline will tack down my fabric and stabilizer in place. I'm just going to trace quickly to make sure that everything is under the fabric. So I'm looking at needle number 14 at the moment and making sure that that needle is perfectly on all the fabric sides. And it looks fine. Just before we start, a little tip. But if you find that your machine is skipping stitches, that only means that your fabric is a bit too thick or too dense for your machine. So just opt for a thinner towel. So test a few face cloths, for example, are quite cheap. If you purchase a few face cloths to see what thickness is your machine is happy with stitching, then you know what type of towel to get. So let's get started on stitching this design. Now I'm just going to stop the machine here quickly before it continues. You will notice this is the outline just to tack down your fabric and your toweling in place. Now this is your cut line as well. So after we're finished, you will trim your block exactly on that line. Now the reason for it stitching twice is for the simple reason that if it skips stitches with the extra added loft you have in here, then with the second time around, it will catch those parts that did not stitch. So you will now finish the rest of the design until you get to this, and then you remove it and you simply trim it accordingly. And you place it separate till you have all your blocks completed, and then we start with stitching these blocks together. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.